Hello, and welcome to today's review of Bohemian Rhapsody. This is a biopic, or biopic, depending on who you're talking to, of Queen frontman Freddie Mercury. Now, I wouldn't say that this is all about Freddie, but it leads mostly into Freddie because we get more of him than we do of any other band member, and we never see the band's personal lives other than Freddie. Freddie is played by Remi Malek, who puts in a stunning performance that I should have seen coming based on his TV work and other movie roles, but I didn't see it, and he really brought it on this film. There was some other notable people in this film that I didn't see coming. Most notably was Mike Myers, and it took me forever to realize who he was. He plays this EMI music executive, and it wasn't until his second scene that I went, "Wait, is that Mike? That is Mike Myers." And the scene really involves him talking about Bohemian Rhapsody, how there is no way that a teenager, is going to be banging his head in his car to a 6-minute song called Bohemian Rhapsody, when that's how Mike Myers made his career, his film career at the beginning of Wayne's World. He was banging his head to Bohemian Rhapsody in his car. It was just an amazing full circle moment for Mike Myers, and I thought it was brilliant. The other person that caught me by surprise was Aidan Gillen. He plays, I can't remember the character's name, but he was the second manager of Queen. And I went, "Is that Littlefinger?" And then he opened his mouth and I went, "Yep." I turned to my wife and went, "That's Littlefinger." Just as she was going, "That's Peter Baelish." It was one of those eye-opening moments that went, "Wow, that's great." There are, of course, other people in this film that I noticed, but not until after I started looking at them. Like, I kind of caught them a little sideways, kind of like, I kind of know who that person is, but I can't place him. Most notably, the drummer, whose name is escaping me, is played by the same actor who did Archangel in X-Men: The Last Stand. Other than that, the music is amazing. Now, of course, it's Queen, and you get all the great Queen hits. We Are the Champions, Bohemian Rhapsody, among others. But the one thing that they really show is the performances of Freddie Mercury and how he lived on the stage, and he just brought it all there. And even though in his personal life he was, I don't want to say recluse, but he brought it all to himself. And you don't get a whole lot of his personal life, which is how he lived. So seeing that with his stage performances and how he opened up and leaving it into that professional situation was how he lived. And it was the best route to go in my opinion. And Malik, they don't shy away of how I don't want to say flamboyant, but he was flamboyant on the stage. And while he was gay and had AIDS, and that was eventually how he passed, he they didn't shy away from it, but they didn't urge into it. They didn't nudge your way into it. They just kind of left it in the background and let it go as Freddie's life did. With that said, this movie is full of alcohol, and drug use is hinted at, though you're not seeing any. And there are, of course, fights. There was not any nudity. This is rated PG-13, so while the youngest crowd won't understand everything that's going on, the music will bring them along the journey of Queen. And as, of course, the people raise, so will this movie, and understand the life of Freddie Mercury. this is a film that I enjoyed, and I could have went and watched it right again after seeing it the first time. And with that said, I'm not going to gild the lily. I'm going to just let you go and watch it as I recommend that you do. And until next time, have a great night.